Have you ever wondered what secret stories a country's population statistics can tell us about its past and future? It turns out that a simple graph can reveal profound historical events and ongoing societal changes. To identify irregularities in population pyramids, you are essentially looking for any significant deviations from a smooth, symmetrical, and predictable shape. These deviations typically appear as noticeable bulges or indentations along the pyramid's bars, which representing different age groups and genders. Spotting these helps us understand specific demographic events that have impacted a population. The core mechanism behind these irregularities is rooted in changes to a population's fundamental demographic processes: birth rates, death rates, and migration. A bulge, for example, often signifies an unusually large cohort of people, perhaps due to a post-war baby boom, a period of sustained high birth rates, or a significant wave of immigration. The increased number of births creates a wider base or middle section as that cohort ages. Conversely, an indentation points to a smaller than expected group. This could be caused by historical events like wars, which tragically reduce the number of young men, or epidemics, impacting all age groups. It can also stem from sustained periods of low birth rates or significant outmigration where many people leave the country. Each bar on the pyramid visually represents the proportion of the population in a specific 5-year age bracket, with males on one side and females on the other. Any disruption to the expected age structure creates these visual anomalies. Practically speaking, you identify these irregularities by first examining the overall shape of the pyramid. A rapidly growing population typically has a wide base tapering upwards, while a stable population shows more even distribution across age groups. Compare what you see to this expected pattern. Look closely at each age cohort, starting from the youngest at the bottom and moving up. Ask yourself if there is an unexpectedly wide section for a particular age group, a bulge, or a conspicuously narrow section, an indentation, compared to the age groups immediately above and below it. These visual cues are your primary indicators. Understanding these visual cues is like being a demographic detective. For instance, a very narrow base might hint at the implementation of family planning policies or significant economic shifts, making it harder for families to have children. A sudden bulge in the older age groups could reflect advances in health care and nutrition, leading to increased life expectancy. Experts often refer to these as cohort effects, where a specific group experiences a unique demographic event. Identifying these helps governments plan for services like schools, health care, and pensions, adapting to the changing needs of their population. By carefully observing the bulges and indentations in a population pyramid, you gain invaluable insight into a nation's history, its challenges, and its potential future. This visual tool helps us decode the complex interplay of births, deaths, and migration, offering a compelling narrative of how human societies evolve and adapt over time. It transforms raw numbers into a living story of a population.